Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy, and for our Mixed Media Monday piece, I am going to just play with art supplies. I have a loosely drawn in Planetscape thing going on. I have a couple of reference photos that I will pop in the comments for you guys to see what I pulled from to create this piece. I have out my first and foremost, my array of extra colored pencils. There's color erase pencils in here, some Holbein colored pencils. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These smooth pencils with the gold writing on them are Holbein pencils that I got in an art box. And then a plethora of other colored pencils that I keep. This is my trade. There's my Nupastels pens in here, these few here. These are the ones that sit next to my table over there by the TV that I use to draw with, a couple of ink pens that I may or may not get into. I just wanted to have a few things out to grab. I have out my pastel pencils, an array of them. They are all, let's see, General's chalk pastels and, what brand are you? I don't know what brand this is. I can't read it. I can't read that little metallic thing right there. It's too shiny. At any rate, I have a couple of different brands of pastel pencils. I have out my pastel blenders. These come with your pan pastels, which I don't have out right now. But I did grab out my Mungyo gallery set because I really want to start using all my supplies. And given that, I went ahead and got out my Mungyo gallery ones. Look how gorgeous they are. These are fatties. I love them. I want to play with them tonight. And then I got out my Prismacolor, what are these? Nupastels. I have a set of 48 of them. And this is what they look like in the box. Let's put this back in here. I try to keep things nice. And you can see that I've used them. The ones that are broken or the ones that have been used, I tend to break them when I use them. Yeah, so that's what those look like. And these are hard pastels. They're really firm for getting nice crisp lines. And these are softer pastels, more smooth. They put down a new smooth, soft layer. So I have those to pull from. And on this side I have my Mostly M Gram palette out. As I've told you guys in previous videos, I have Sennelier's Chinese Orange, Sennelier's Payne's Gray, and then I have Daniel Smith Indigo and Sennelier Indigo, and then over here is a color I probably never will use. It is Blue Appetite Genuine by Daniel Smith. Yeah, so those are the only different colors in there that I have. Everything else is M Gram, a favorite. And I haven't played with this palette in a few weeks, and I'm missing it, so I pulled it out. I used my washi tape. It's just, I don't even know if this is a brand name. Don't know, can't read it. My space washi tape to tape off my border, and I used my Zebra 0.5 drawing pencil, my mechanical pencil, my favorite pencil. I have an eraser out, several, just needed erasers. And this bad baby I haven't used yet. This is a Artist Loft mixed media pad. I got it at Michael's for, I think, $8, 15 sheets, 140 pounds of mixed media paper. And I thought I would give it a whirl. It is less, oops, got chalk on my hands. It is less, and Artist Loft has this grading system for their papers, which I think is nice, right on the inside of their thing. And I have used one sheet of paper out of this. I don't remember what I did with it. I might have used it for scrap. Because So, all right, let's get into this. I'm gonna erase that smudge real quick. There, good. And I was working with charcoal earlier, and I got some of my white paper that's underneath this. I put down a sheet of white paper because I'm gonna draw on it later, and I just left it under there because it doesn't matter. I'm going to go in with my Princeton Neptune number 18 round. That's my big boy. And we're going to do a sky. A base color and watercolor for a sky. I don't want this too wet though, because I don't know how it's going to... Yeah, it's already buckling pretty good. I'm going to touch more for over here. I might bleed it down into the other Earth planet, whatever this is down here. And then go in with indigo, my Daniel Smith indigo. Yeah. And a little bit of my Sennelier indigo. I like them mixed together. I just kind of spooge it around. And I think I want to put in neutral tint as well. Oh yeah. I love neutral tint. It's got a little purpley glow to it. It's really nice. Alright, Daniel Smith. Sennelier indigo, kind of mix those together a little bit. My tape's coming up again. I really need to invest in some different washi tape. I'll put that on my list of things to buy this weekend. A little bit of neutral tint. Kind of spooge it around. Let it do its thing. And I think I'm going to pull that in down here. In the interest of keeping things uniform in the background, right? Why not? Neutral tint down here. Because I'm probably going to go over a lot of this with pastels, so how are we looking? I'm going to darken up that sky, but with what? Indigo and neutral tint mixed. No, this is not indigo. It's dioxazine purple. Dioxazine and neutral tint mixed together. This neutral tint has a bit of a purple bias to it anyways, so yeah, just drop it in. How's that? Get that paint out of that brush. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take this paper towel. Make some textures. I finally got some paper towels, you guys. I think I griped in my last video about not having paper towels. And I remembered why when I went to the store and went to pay for paper towels. I was like, oh my god! When did paper towels become so expensive? What happened? Because tell you what, paper towels are wicked expensive right now. So I got napkins instead, which is fine. It's just odd. I don't know, you could buy napkins and paper towels for 99 cents without having to go to the dollar store. Alright. Let this dry. Alright, I'm going to hit it with the heat tool, so anybody who has headphones on, heat tool coming your way. just because I really don't feel like waiting for this to dry. At least not all the way. And yes, I'm aware that I did that in the sky, but pretty sure we're going to go over this with pastels, so not too worried about it. And if you found your paper buckling too much for your taste, hit the back side of it. And sometimes that'll help flatten it back out. And if you have taped your paper down, you don't want to heat your tape up too much because it'll come unstuck from your paper. Or your glue rather. The glue on the tape will soften and it'll pop off. Kind of a pain in the drain, but you know, what are you going to do? Stop it. There we go. Alright. Let's see. What do I want to do next? I think I want to put, I honestly think I want to put a little bit of ink on this. Where are you? This is a zebra. I don't know what size it is. Everything's in another language. It's a zebra marker. It's kind of a soft tip one, and I don't believe it's waterproof, so I won't be able to go over this with any more water medium. And yeah, for Mixed Media Monday, I didn't want to draw another animal because I've been drawing a lot of animals lately. I've noticed in my feed on Instagram it's mostly animals lately, except for my Inktober pieces. A lot of them are not animals, but still, you guys, trying to widen my horizons. I did draw people today in my people sketchbook, my human anatomy sketchbook. It's been a couple hours actually working in that. If you're interested in seeing the flip through of pages before the end of the year, you can go over to my Patreon. I do page flip through videos at the end of every month, and I was thinking about doing it, let's loosen up my flow here, doing a page flip every 2 weeks instead of once a month. And I have my status of my big project, my Big Mermaid project that I'm doing for May, up on there. I'm actually posting another video about that sometime tomorrow. Tomorrow being Monday, which is for you guys today. So at some point today, it'll be up for viewing on my Patreon. And I'm new to Patreon. I don't have a lot of stuff on there yet, but I am working on my content. Do I want to keep doing this? I mean, I started already, so let's just finish getting in some mountainous textures, I guess is what you could call this. Yeah. not as, I don't normally do, well, I actually have a notebook dedicated to, a sketchbook dedicated to nature, like drawing mountains and scenery and anything nature related, focusing on trees and flowers and things like that. And I have a sketchbook dedicated to human anatomy, and I have one dedicated to animals where I choose an animal a month, and that's the animal that I will be working on for the month. And this month is hippos. For March, I'm going to be working on hippos. Suggested by Chris and Bobby Joe. So that's what I'm going to be working on for the animal one. And then the architecture one is a challenge and a half for me to get through. But I do have some cool buildings that I want to draw, and I'm going to take my perspective class. I'm actually working on my anatomy class that I bought last year from the Creature Art Teacher's website. Aaron Blaze, he used to work for Disney back in the day, and he now has his own, and has for years had his own teaching site. And I bought his perspective class last year thinking I'll get to it soon, and I never did. And same thing with the human anatomy one. Wow, it was hard to say the. I just got that. So I'm actually working on the anatomy one right now, and because it's helping me with my, well, obviously with drawing humans, but with my mermaid pieces as well. I want to get better at creature design too this year, so, I mean, it just helps all the way around, right? So I started that today, and I think I'm gonna, to mix it up a little bit, switch back and forth between, or at least do some perspective each day, and then do one, because there's multiple videos in each teaching for each thing, for perspective and for human anatomy, and each video segment is anywhere from 25 minutes to an hour, and I think one of the human anatomy ones is even over an hour. So yeah, I want to get those knocked out before I get too hot and heavy with the final drawings for my mermaid pieces. I do have a bunch of reference photos pulled for that project, and planning phase and sketching phase, and that's a hardcore part that's happening right now. And I've been thinking about this piece for almost 2 years, and I have the large paper that I want to do it on, so I'm doing it finally. What else am I working on? Well, I have my gouache book that I'm going to do a couple gouache paintings in that. I have a sketchbook dedicated strictly to gouache. So last time I didn't do landscapes in it because that's an easy choice for me. Landscapes are fun, and when you're just starting out with a new medium, to get a feel for and a handle for something as organic as a landscape is a good way to start. So that's where I started. And yeah, I'm really enjoying gouache now. I didn't like it when I first started using it last year. I got myself, well, it's been 2 years now. I got myself the Arteza gouache. And I mean, it's rewettable. You can it's nice paint. I just I'm not an acrylic paint fan, and I was thinking about it and using it as I would acrylic paint. and I don't really care for using acrylic paint, so I wasn't really enjoying my gouache experience at all. At least I think that's why I wasn't enjoying my gouache experience, is because I was attempting to use it as I would acrylic paint, which I already know I don't enjoy using acrylic paint. It just doesn't speak to me. There. Good. But now that I've stopped thinking about it as an acrylic or watercolor medium, and I'm just practicing with it and seeing what it will and won't do for me, I'm having a lot more fun with it. Which is nice. Alright, now we got that in. Oh, that looks pretty good. Huh. Excuse me. Let's put the lid on this sucker. And I'm gonna grab, what am I gonna do next? I think I want to put a little bit, do I want to put a little bit of a, no, I don't want to do that. Let's go in with some pastel here. This does have a bit of texture to it. Alright, nice. How's that look? I'm digging it. Are you guys digging it? I got all quiet. This is decision-making time. I don't know what color this is, and I mean, it's a 243P. I probably should write these down in order that they're in the box in case I need to buy new ones. Actually, I don't know if these are open stock or not. There's no information in the lid. That's okay. At any rate, it's kind of like an ochre color. And as I pick the color, I kind of leave it tilted up in the box a bit. I'll just show you real quick. If I use a color, I will leave it tipped out of its slot so that I know I've used that color. It's just a good thing to do. Otherwise, if you pop it back in and later you want to use that same pink or green or blue, you don't know which one you grabbed because it's been too long and you might grab the wrong one. So, I don't know, pro tip. I got like a sap green or a gray green I'm gonna throw in here. In some areas. Just playing with color at this point. And if you're like, you decided you want to give this a shot and, you know, see what you can do with, all I used for this the circle was my palette. Laid it face down, drew a circle on the paper, drew in some mountains with the pencil, erased the bottom line and most of this line for the planet, and then threw in a watercolor wash as you saw, and now I'm throwing pastel here and there on top. If you don't have these kinds of pastels, whatever you have works. I mean, if you don't have pastels, you can use colored pencil, or what else? If oil pastels would be fun on here too. I have those. Maybe next Monday we'll do some oil pastels on top of a watercolor wash. That sounds like fun. I love art supplies. They're fantastic. Okay, is that enough of this guy? I think so for now. I'll pop that there. Maybe some of this cream color, maybe, for transitioning. Kind of between those two. And I'm purposely not smudging the colors down with my fingers yet. Mostly because I don't want to fill the tooth of the paper just yet. And with pastels, if you fill the tooth of the paper up real quick, super fast, you can't put consecutive layers down. I mean, you can. They are less inclined to layer up for you, like stick to each other, because there's nothing for them to grab onto, because you've filled up the tooth of your paper. I'm thinking. Do I want a darker brown color in here? Like a deep dark brown? This guy? He's cool looking, alright. Yeah. Put him in here and there, maybe. Maybe not that dark. Maybe we'll go a skosh lighter. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go a skosh lighter. Yeah, take that. Okay. I'll go finish up with my bit of transitioning that I want to do. Yeah, and there. Do I want to use another green in here somewhere? You live there and you live there. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. I want to go lighter or darker? Darker. I've got this super dark green. It looks almost black. I can make some dark areas. Is that good? Yeah, well, I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm going to do a little bit in here and blend a little bit. A little bit of, how's that look? Pretty cool. Right, I like that lighter paper poking through too. Like the texture of the paper peeping through looks cool on the planet, I think. Let's just blend those in like that. How's that? Oh, that looks pretty cool. Alright, I dig it. I have directional lines going this way that I did not mean to do. But that's alright. Maybe we'll take this golden color again. Maybe too much golden. this green color again, I think. Do some circles. I think it's because it's such a hard pastel, I can tell which way I made the lines. So it's throwing me off. Maybe that's not altogether a bad thing. Yeah, that looks neat. Alright. Let's see, I want this side of the planet to be dark. Maybe I should have, perhaps I should have neutral tinted that sucker. And made this side dark like that. Yes? Yeah, I think I should have. Which is totally fine. I'll do that. I'll hit it with the heat tool. Heat tool coming your way, you guys. This side of the planet. A bit of green. Blend that in with my finger. And if you don't like blending pastels with your finger, you can use Q-tips, or if you have these wands come with little sleeves that come up, that put on. They do stain, but you can wash them. They pop off and you can wash them and reuse them. They tend to make a smoother blend too, so if you're looking for a smooth blend of layer over layer, especially for a background, they make really super, with my pan pastels, they make super amazing backgrounds. Let's grab some more of this green, see if it'll pick it up. Yeah, nope. But you can use something like that to blend with if you're not interested in blending with your fingers, or you don't like getting dirty. Well, some people just don't like getting dirty, which is just fine. I mean, it's your choice. Okay, I need to do something about that gradation. Let's do, ooh. Yeah, this is going to go in the sky too. I'm picking it. Kind of cast that shadow. Like that. sky. A little ASMR for you guys, for those of you that like that stuff. Okay. What's this indigo-ish color? And do I like the textures on here? I don't think I do. But that's alright. I'm going with our softer pastels and see what those do. How about that? Let's go in with, where's this one? Do these have color names on them? Ooh, they do. Prussian blue. And these are soft. See how they don't make as much noise as the harder pastels do? The other pastels are a little scratchy. And you get a smoother blend. Look at that. So satisfying. See, that's with the soft pastel on top. And if we go over here, and I'll use a different finger, maybe one that doesn't have green on it. There we go. You see how your blend is not as smooth with the harder pastels. I mean, it's still nice, don't get me wrong, but put this, a little bit of this Prussian blue on there, and then blend that in. See, it gives it a softer, smoother blend. That's nice, right? I dig it. And lightening the pressure on the paper as I go in from the outside edge there. And maybe we could do a little bit of this soft gray, maybe. What are you? Cool gray. Along this edge. Right there. And the Prussian right here along the edge, just along the edge right there. And then sorry, got a little aggressive with my blending. Let's see what happens there. Enjoying that? And no, you are not supposed to blow on your pastels. It is highly frowned upon. I do it anyways. Because I do. That's all I got. Okay. I think I'm going to go over... There's a purple gray in here, isn't there? This one looks purpley gray. Pale Portrait Pink is what this one is. Should probably have a scrap paper to scribble these on. But they pretty much look the color that they are. Could practice blend though. Kind of like that, okay. Do we like that? And then my hand's too dirty. Let's grab this guy. This one's a little scratchy feeling. What? There we go. This one's velvety feeling. Yeah, like that. How it's looking smoky. Is anybody else liking that? Yeah, I'm kind of digging it. I haven't looked up at the camera though, the picture on the camera, to see if I like how it looks. Because the key one of the keys to keeping your perspective on your drawing is to step away. Step away from your piece as you're working on it and assess. See if you still like what's happening on the page from a distance. Because when you're up on it, it's different. It's so different than when you take a step away and you look at it from afar. Get stuck when I want to put the pastel back down. I don't know if I want to put it in my hand, or I normally would set it on the page next to me. Alright, yeah, I'm digging that. Alright. I like the soft glow that's going on right here, so I'm going to leave that alone. See how different the sky looks as opposed to the planet, because I blended with my finger on the planet and with this blending thing on the sky. The sky looks all smooth and feels further away to me. I'm going to leave that glow, I think. There. I think I might want to leave most of this glow as well over here. For now. I might change my mind later. But for right now I like it, so I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to set this one down and I'm going to grab another one that's still soft, this guy. I'm going to go over this. Just this side. And soften that out. Now, if anyone's interested in a real-time tutorial, step-by-step paint with me, a particular mixed media style that we're trying out, I would love to do that. That'd be fun for me. If you're interested, let me know in the comments and I will make that happen. Because I just did my Paint With Me Fun Friday. Fun Friday videos are Paint With Me videos, so probably we'll do some sort of pastel or chalk or something, Paint With Me, something or another there. But if you're really thinking that you'd like to do something like this with me, like a fun mixed media piece with watercolor wash, and then yeah, let me know. I'm not liking this light here. It's weirding me out. Not pressing hard on the paper, leaving some of the textures. Just because I feel like it looks more like a planet if it has some textures. And not all planets are perfectly round from a distance either, you guys. So if you've created a planet and you've got some wonky edges on it, leave it alone. Maybe when you're done, you'll step back and look at it the next day, and if you still don't like it, you can fix it or redo the piece or whatever, but yeah. Not every planet is perfectly round. I mean, maybe it had a blowout and it's falling apart from the other side or something. And this is the side that's still intact and you got some debris happening. You could make that a real thing in your piece. Okay, I'm going to leave the planet and the sky alone for a bit, and we're going to address the mountain situation with some color. And in the sky, I have used Prussian blue and pale portrait pink in the gallery colors. And then for a hot second right here, I put in a little cold gray, but we mostly obliterated that. And I think for our mountains, I'm gonna go with the soft pastel. Let's put in, this is black, yes? Yes. Put in some black here. Here and there. That. I don't want to get too carried away with it. Maybe down here on this edge and sweeping up like that. And then here, sweeping up like that. Yeah? Yeah. Dig in. I like the textures too. Alright. So there's that guy, and then we're going to put a little bit in here. And maybe here. Where else? I think that's good for black. Alright, we're going to set the black down. And maybe some of the Prussian. Here and there. For where that black is, especially. Let's see. Let's do a little blending. Just a little. Let's grab our, use our blue. And just dig it. Okay. Blend some of that black in. Let that blue take over. That blue-black blend is really nice. Got some. I got some on the planet. Oh no! I'll just blend it in. There. It was never there. Oh, this is so much fun. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a blast. Playing with art supplies. Now for my Watercolor Wednesday video that's coming up this coming Wednesday, we're painting whales, and I'm really looking forward to that. Humpback whales. I did a drawing of humpback whales for Inktober, and then I really wanted to do that same drawing in watercolor and just never got back to it. So I'm thinking I should totally do that. Super light hand right here. How's that? Fun. How long have I been? Does that say 23 minutes? Yeah. Oh, that's not bad. Feels like I've been doing this for longer, and I don't want you guys to get bored. So I'm trying to keep my Mixed Media Monday videos, if I'm going to do them live and not time-lapse any of them, like any portion of it, I'm going to try to keep them at like 30-40 minutes so that people don't get bored. If that's too long, let me know, and I will shorten it up to the best of my ability. At this point, I'm just using the residue from this. A big clump of black right there. There it is. See it? Or is that? That might be a fabric. Sometimes these fall apart a little bit. And you might have a little clump of fabric just floating around. Just brush it off your paper. It doesn't really hurt anything. I just am surprised when it happens. The edges of these. And I don't mind that Planetcolor being on the tips of those right there. I think it looks neat. How's that looking? Snag some color from there and put it in here. Might put a little bit of texture in somewhere. I don't know, I'm kind of digging how it looks. I don't know, I don't want to do too much more to it. I want to do a little more work on the planet. Whoa, easy there, killer. Maybe, where are those Posca pens? Those are pretty soft. Maybe this yellowy Posca pen, see if I can get some. Nah, no, too hard. How about, oh, this is a nice green. Okay, yeah, and it goes with the flow, so chromium oxide green. Kind of drag it around a bit, haphazard, kind of twisty fashion. In some spots we'll smudge a bit of color. Should squish in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. Move this out of the way. Set it up there. Scooch this over. Kind of just rolling it and dragging it on its little edge. And color in some spots. Do we like that? Kind of. And then maybe some of this soft, what are you? Light yellow ochre. That's appropriate. I dig it. And just soften. Create some textured areas. Maybe there's a continent there or something. Yeah, I dig that. Alright, let's do a couple more spots. And then we'll call it good. Maybe down here. Is that bothering anyone else? That light spot on the ridge of the mountain right there. Okay. Oh, sorry. So tomorrow, well today for you guys is Monday. I should be hearing about my new job being active today at some point. So super excited about that. If I haven't said in previous videos on YouTube, I got an at-home job, which I am beyond excited about. And I'm supposed to start this coming Monday, but my background check took forever to get back, so they pushed my start date out a little bit, which is fine. I still have the job. It's like my camera doesn't want me to talk about this. It just blooped off again. I want to put a little color here over the top of that light spot. Don't care for that. Light spot right there. There. And maybe like that. Yeah, I dig that. I'm gonna leave this smooth spot purposefully. I like it. Yeah. Alright. I think I'm done messing with this. What do you guys think? I'm gonna zoom back out. And I don't want to put anything else in it, I don't believe. I mean, I thought about putting some stars in the sky, but at this point I don't want to, so no stars in this sky. Let's see. My fingers are filthy. I'm gonna, and I already made a mess. Already made a mess. Let's rip the tape there. Pull it down. This is the most satisfying thing in the world. Well, maybe not the most satisfying, but it is really satisfying to peel that tape and get that crisp, clean border. Now these pads are perforated on the top, which is why I put the tape down from the top. I put the tape along the perforation line. So if I pull this out, if I sell this at some point or gift it to someone, I can just pop it out of here and it's ready to go. Yeah. Trying not to touch the white part with my fingers. Woo! Okay, that watercolor did not bleed out too far, so that's nice. That corner lifted when I was doing my wash. So that's cool. That's watercolor right there, but that's above the perforation line, so that's okay. And this, what is that? That's watercolor along that edge. That's okay, I can always either use white gouache along that line or trim that edge just a touch. But yeah, there's our finished piece. What do you guys think? I had fun playing. Look at me. I had fun. Clearly. Let me know what you would do differently on this piece, or if you enjoyed it or not. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.